Oh god, my throat. Hello, hello. How's everyone? Physical Yamazama, hello, hello. Another day. Another stream. As always. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Wheel. Antihydrate. Where's the wheel? Wheel. There we go. I believe that's Juan. Yay. There we go. Up. There we go. And then what else? Shadowverse. Although we're gonna have to wait for like 3 minutes. Because it resets at 4. So therefore oh. Okay. Now my Discord's broken. What the heck? Because it says I'm in the voice channel, but for some reason it still says it's waiting for me to connect to a thing, so I don't really understand. I mean, that's not that important. It just means if Funky tries to come in, I have no idea if he's saying anything. Anyways. Nothing, your profile picture is torturing you. Why? What is it? What the heck is that? I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. God. You just find gems out there. Sure. Right. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Today I just found out Shadowverse 1, as in like the original Shadowverse game, is ending their services in June? I believe it's in June. That's really sad. I mean they kind of had to, like, eventually they had to. I know it was coming. Cuz like if you already made Shadowverse 2 and like you're no longer releasing new sets in Shadowverse 1, like it pretty much didn't incentivize anyone to play Shadowverse 1. Right? Like all they were doing was throwback sets. Right? Like that's all they were doing. So it was a lot of like nostalgia on like the previous sets. That's kind of just it. So it was to be expected. Yes, they had to end it eventually. I didn't think it would be this soon though. I thought they would at least wait a bit longer. But nope. But I mean, I guess they had to plan it because it is, what is it, Shadowverse's 10th anniversary? That's actually also kind of crazy. I can't believe Shadowverse has been going on for 10 years. And it's still going strong. If anything, I'm pretty sure it's been the strongest it's ever been. Cause I don't remember regular Shadowverse ever getting like huge hype. At least here in the West. Tammy! Hi Tammy! Hi. That's still going strong? Just cause the strongest it's ever been? Yes. Cause I would definitely say right now, at least in apparently Japan, right? Shadowverse Worlds Beyond is actually performing very well over there in the East. So within those regions, they've always been very popular. Here in the West, sure, it's not as popular, but from seeing numbers of tournaments that have been happening, like even like worldwide ones, there's surprisingly a lot of people like participating in these tournaments, which is actually kind of crazy. Because apparently the projected number that they thought of was actually a lot smaller, right? They didn't actually expect so many people to join. And God, I tried my best to participate in like majority of them. I think I only missed like, I think 1 or 2 tournaments, just because like one, I think the very first one, like the kickoff, that one I didn't know when that was gonna be, so I completely missed it. And then another one I couldn't do, I think because the timing was horrific. I think like I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. in the morning to participate. I'm like, I'm not doing that. But anyways, you're so glad I'm healthy and strong. Oh, now I am. Maybe. Dango healthy? You silly goose. 3 days from now his nose will start running and then his throat will hurt when he swallows. It's coming. You see it. Stop. Don't. Don't do that. Okay. Let's load up. Okay. Funky. Hi, Funky. Rodion. Hello, hello. Not gonna be attending stream today. You're getting a VR. Ah, no problem. Oh, wait, Rodion. Before you go, I had a question. I don't know. Something happened in the game. What is it? I mean, you were there. You saw me. What is it? Meet bastard or beastard, whatever. Like I know it's technically supposed to be bastard, but whatever beastard is. Do I have to do his area? Like I know it's optional and it's meant to be an optional hard mode, but do I have to do it? Like I feel like I know I technically don't have to, right? Like I could just move on. Like I can click advanced log, but I feel like I'm gonna be missing like lore because like it seems to be gated with a bit of extra lore, like just a little bit. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I want to do it just because it was pretty hard. Like I defeated 2 enemies, 3 technically in total. They were not too bad, but it did take a while. And then I completely got wiped on one of the fights. So I don't know if I should I continue with it or no. I don't shoot, I don't think Rodion's here anymore. I think they dipped. I'm gonna be sad. I'm not gonna have an answer to this. Oh no. Jay Davison! Hi Jay Davison. Hi hi. What are you playing? Blue dongle? We're playing corru.observer, which is basically, okay, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a browser game it's point and click, right? Initially, right? So you're traversing through this world through point and click, but eventually there was a point where it was basically Toho, where we were just dodging bullets because it was a bullet hell. And then after that, it became like Earthbound. Or, I guess Undertale. Right? Some RPG aspect. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? So it's basically 3 different styles of game in one. I'm like, what the heck is happening? Although it is a very story, like very plot heavy game. Like, it's all about uncovering this story and just world building. That's, like, the entirety of the game. Like, there's just little sprinkling of these elements, right? An RPG, some Toho stuff. But other than that, it's very, very plot heavy. It makes absolutely no sense. Have fun. Alright, thanks, Tammy. What up? Ah, we're doing good. Well, we're doing better. Right? Jay Davidson, I don't know if you... Well, I think you probably knew, right? But I was basically sick and out of it for like an entire week. Like I was dying. Okay, I would only say it was only 2 days that I was actually dying, right? Because those were actual pain. But afterwards, like the other 5 days was just like non-stop, like, was it? I was just super congested, just having coughing fits, and just runny noses, like just everything. Dango don't get sick for a month challenge. That don't don't worry. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Oh, hey, I got my Unke emblem. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay. This is no corru.observer. There are anime girls everywhere. What? Does corru.observer have any anime girls? No. Well, I mean, there's girl aliens. I wouldn't define them as anime girls, but there's girl aliens. Don't know if that counts. Oh shoot! I need the Grand Prix. I keep forgetting. I mean, I'll do my attempts today. Well, okay. All I care about is getting to the final thing. I don't care what group I'm in. I honestly don't care. But anyways, okay. Dude, please stay healthy. I'll try. I'll try my best. Okay. Glad to hear that I'm doing better. Yep. You got a job interview today? Pretty hype. Oh, nice! Oh, did I say today? Sorry, tomorrow. Alright, good luck with that, J. Davison. Hope that turns out well. Alright, thank you, funky music. We might have to put him in life support. Hey! What the heck? Okay, corru.observer. Oh, hold on. I know the game, it always turns out super loud. Oh, sorry. Wait, half, and then I do it like 2 ticks. There we go. Make sure it's windowed. And... oh, gosh. What? Okay, and then fix this. There we go. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Got through the co-op program? Nice. Okay. A new game I could try, but you also want to ask? Sure. I mean, ask away. Geometry Dash again when? That ain't gonna happen. You know, we ain't ever touching that ever again. Oh, no. I pressed the wrong button. I didn't mean to export. No. Okay, I need to delete that. Get that out of here. Import. This one. Okay. Bring us back. There we go. Nice. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, hi, Moth. I was just checking the checking the activity over the last night. This is pretty similar to what I saw when FunFriend fixed the first part of the collapse. I'll bet the next part of it is ready to view. Judging by the amount of activity, this is probably a larger one. So sorry if you still think the framing device sucks. Go on in. Also, I was curious after work the other day, starting looking at old news and video archives from when the collapse happened. Remember when videos were all on one site? That must have been nice. Anyway, I didn't find anything too groundbreaking. Just had some observations if you want to hear them when you got a minute. Right now, we gotta get you back into it. God, this guy needs to stop talking. I know it's only been a few days, but people are starting to ask questions about how this one is going. I've been stalling, but, you know, not sure how long that's gonna work, whether it's a matter of weeks or even days. What we have is probably already a bombshell, but I don't want to turn this thing in until it's nuclear. Okay. What are you guys saying? From me to remember, you liked Metrovanias. Yeah, I don't mind them. I would say I like some, and maybe I don't like all of them. Well, okay, I guess I haven't found a Metrovania that I didn't like yet. I think most of the Metrovanias I've ever played were pretty good. But anyways. Puzzle games is also up your alley? Yeah, I like puzzle games. You definitely played Chance of Sonar before. Great game in your eyes. Yeah, I love Chance of Sonar. Great game. I love this game. Okay, Funky, what are you doing? Eggman isn't within Japan's top 15 Sonic characters, but Mephiles is. I have no idea who Mephiles is. But also, Japan's top 15 Sonic characters, and not a single one being Eggman. That's pretty funny. I can't even name 15 Sonic characters. Okay, the game's called Tunic. Tunic? Oh, it's so cute! The little fox guy. Look at him. Okay, yeah. Oh, as in like I haven't seen the game. I haven't seen the game, but I can, based on the art style, it is very like reminiscent of Chance of Sonar. Yeah, it's also giving like almost like what was it? Monument Valley? If it had like better shadows. Is that what it's called? Yeah. It looks cute. Also, is this a Metroidvania though? I mean, it's definitely some RPG aspect to it. Okay, I'm not getting that many good visuals, unfortunately. Maybe this is better. When did this come out? 2022. Okay, it's fairly recent, like 4 years ago. Okay. And it's on sale. Hell yeah. 50% off. Only 20 bucks. Not bad. Oh, wait. Why is one of the tags Souls-like? Is this a hard game? Bro, I hope not. Oh god, sorry. I don't want to hear the... I'm watching the trailer. Hold on. It's so cute. Oh, what the? Whoa. Wait, they had a cool looking menu. That was sick. It's like a little comic book that showed up out of nowhere. Oh, it's so cute. This looks great. Yeah, I really like the environment, actually. The environment looks really nice. But also, like, what the hell is happening? Like, I want to know what's happening. There's so much stuff that they're showing. Like, suddenly he's in the desert, and then, like, he's in the forest, and then he's in some futuristic place. And then there's, like, laser beams just shooting out of, like, weird spider alien robot things. I'm like, bro, I want to know what the hell's happening. Okay. Sick! Okay, I guess, plant, on the wish list. I might, who knows, I might as well just buy right now since it's on sale. Well, I mean, not right now, but I mean, like, after stream, who knows. Yo, sick! Okay. Give it a try. If you can't join the next game suggestion, please remember today. Sure. I mean, we already have a game planned next, anyways. It's Ultra Kill. And then after Ultra Kill, I don't think we have a game planned. However, I have a game suggestion, as in, like, I want to play a specific game that I found. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay. Is there anything you're gonna buy from the Steam sale? Probably not. Just because, like, there's not really anything I want to play right now. As in, like, no game that I'm looking for. Like, I don't know. I don't really browse Steam for games, just cause, like, I know it's gonna make me want to buy stuff. Right, so I don't really. It's more like if I hear about a game that looks interesting, whatever, then I'll like have it saved on my wish list and then just wait until it says it's on sale. Otherwise, I'm not really going out of my way to look for stuff that's on sale. But yeah. What's the game that you want to play? Oh, it's another like a language deciphering game. Like after what was that? Like I saw like a reel. It's either a short or a reel about it. It's called 7 Days to End With You. It is essentially another language deciphering game. And I was like, oh my god, I was looking at it. I'm like, this is giving so much like Chances Sonar vibes. It's also a visual novel. Right, so I think it's also like a point and click visual novel puzzle stuff. So it's not in the same style as Chances Sonar, because Chances Sonar is more of a, you know, that isometric 2.5D kind of thing. And you like, it's an RPG as you walk around and solve puzzles. So it is a bit different. However, it's basically the same in terms of how to do the language stuff, right? Because they'll give you like the words, or I guess the symbols, the hieroglyphs. I don't know what they are. And then you can type in yourself what you think it means. And then you basically proceed from there. I don't know if it's the same as Chances Sonar, where they explicitly tell you what things mean, or if it's completely ambiguous. That I have no idea. Because at least in Chances Sonar, it starts off as being ambiguous, and then when you fill in the diary, they will outright tell you what it means. So therefore, you don't need to do your stuff anymore. But with this one, I have no idea. It could be the same, or it could be different. I have no idea. Kind of interesting, not really sure for you, but sounds cool. Yeah, I would definitely say it's not really for anyone. But I've always liked puzzle games. And for some strange reason, I'm like getting really into like these deciphering language stuff. Like, I don't know, I find that really cool. Something about Chances Sonar just woke that inside of me. And it's like, bro, I want to do more of this stuff. But anyways. Alright, let's continue. It's not really for anyone. Dango 2026. Well, that's the thing. I will always outright say that. Like, you guys know me already. Right? Like, I'm never... Oh, 100% this is, like, complete fact and everything. Like, I would always say things are subjective. Right? Like, this is just my point of view. And you can choose to agree or disagree with it. That's fine. Right? I just like to, you know, share my thoughts. And it's not an objective truth. That's just how I am, though. Wait, what the? I can't advance dialogue? Why not? Oh no. What happened? Did we do something bad? Oof. You getting to Nancy Drew games but can't actually solve them yourself? Like, you're so grounded, do you think more people should be like that? I agree, Tammy. I agree. I mean, I would definitely say it's... I mean, I'm happy that majority of my audience, like you guys, right, are also like this, right? Like, you guys aren't too... like, you're... Oh, gosh. You're playfully unhinged, but... you know, like, when to, like, when things are getting serious, right? And, like, you know not to, like, say certain things. Like, you guys are at least aware, right? You're mentally aware online. I don't know what that word is called. Some term of, like, internet wokeness, essentially. Like, you know what to say and what not to say and what's okay to say online kind of stuff. Right? Like, that's the kind of, like, maturity that I kind of want to... Either I want to seek that out, or basically to try to teach people that as well. Because, like, man... Like, there are some people on here that, like, they They gotta like tone it down a bit. You know what I mean? Ugh. Playfully unhinged. True. Have you seen any more movies this month? I have. It wasn't a good movie though. It was pretty bad. It's called Goat. My older sister wanted to watch it, and so then she was like, "Oh, yo, you want to go see it?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I went to go see it. It's not a good movie. Like, it's very catered towards kids, and that's kind of just it. It's only for kids. Like, I did not like the movie at all. I'm sorry. It's not a good movie. Like, if you bring a kid along, then sure, they'll enjoy it. As for me, I did not like it. But, whatever. I didn't pay for the ticket, so... I technically saw a free movie. But Goat, well, that's the problem. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about the movie. Because I'm going to go on a huge rant on how bad the movie was. I would definitely just say, like, don't expect a good story. And it's very much catered towards, like, Gen Alpha. Like, that's pretty much all it is. Catered towards kids, and I'm pretty sure no adult would probably enjoy it. Anyways. You've watched Kung Pao Enter the Fist. What the hell is that? With one of your other communities in the movies, basically what's going on in your mind on the daily. God. You've just seen Hopper, a decent movie, but because it's from Pixar, it's commendable since the quality is as good as DreamWorks. Ah. Yeah, I haven't seen Hopper. I've seen a bunch of ads for it, though. I don't know if it's good. If anything, I think I'd rather try to watch Hopper rather than Goat, to be honest. Just because after watching Goat, I was like, bro, I do not want to see this movie ever again. Anyways. You keep seeing the lizard from Hoppers everywhere. Okay. You were gonna guess Netza when you said you watched a movie? Wow, really? I still haven't seen Netza yet. Like, neither the first or the second movie. I still haven't seen it yet. I mean, I'm assuming I'll eventually see it, just because people did say they're really good. Yeah. Eventually, I'll see it. Aren't they making a third movie? Isn't it supposed to be a trilogy? I don't remember. Or did the third movie already come out? Can we watch them together? Sure, why not? Oh, you haven't seen it either. Oh, okay, sick. We can both watch it then. Sure. You have two movies you want to watch, either Bugonia or Companion. No idea. Oh, Make It 3 Super Mario Galaxy. Oh yeah, it's coming out soon, right? April 1st, I believe. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy I wouldn't mind watching. Just because I would like to know what it... Okay. That's the thing. I have high expectations, but I don't want to put my expectations to be high. Because Super Mario Galaxy is such a fan favorite game among, like, Mario fans, that I feel like because they have it held at such a high expectations, they're going to be disappointed no matter what if they watch that movie. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. People are going to watch it and they're going to say, oh, not as great as the game. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? Like, it can't be as great as the game. That's not how it works. Yes, I would definitely say we should be cautiously optimistic. Yes. You just want the real Rosalina book. Honestly, true. Yeah, Galaxy holds a very special place in your heart. They better not mess it up. Yeah. I mean, I would definitely say, from what they did with, like, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, it's not bad. I would definitely say It was very catered towards Nintendo fans, right? Specifically Nintendo as a whole, right? Because if you watch the movie, there was so many references to a bunch of other Nintendo games that it was like basically Easter egg after Easter egg. Like, it's great. Loved it. So I feel like they're, you know, if they do the same, they should do fine. I'm not exactly sure what they're gonna do with the story. Okay. Another thing that I am scared is they're gonna try to make another viral song. I know they're gonna do it. Because Peaches blew up huge when Super Mario Bros. Came out. And I know they're going to try to recreate something similar, and I know it's just not gonna hit. Whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna try way too hard to make another, like, great song, but I feel like it's just not gonna happen. That's my prediction. That is my dango prediction. They will attempt to create another Peaches moment, but it's not gonna happen. Anyways. I hope they give Jack Black freedom. I mean, they probably did. Anyways, you just want the OST to slap? Oh, yeah. I would definitely say that's the one thing that I really hope they do well. Yeah, because the Super Mario Galaxy soundtrack was absolutely amazing. Like, holy shoot, amazing. So, like, obviously they're not going to play the exact same thing. Like, they're going to have some sort of, like, orchestral version of it. And I hope it's going to be amazing. Like, it better be. I hope so. Like, I want chills to happen when I'm in the theaters listening to it. I'm going to cry when I hear it. Anyways. Okay. Back to this thing. You're going to tell us how long, this was a long time ago. Jesus, look how small their island is. Okay, I have some questions. Well, some questions. Thoughts on the collapse. What do you think of the collapse? You said you had some thoughts? Oh, yeah. So I always thought it was a tragedy, especially since it was the cap on the golden age of human and obesque relations. Oh, hold on. I forgot about... There we go. Like, truly golden age. But man, looking back at the news from those days makes me so sad. Videos, news, everything. Everyone felt like everything was going to change. And I mean, things did change, but I'm talking space age change. Apparently everyone really thought we'd be exploring the stars with the obesque. Like, they'd uplift us or whatever. Alright, I'm off topic. I haven't even gone to the topic yet. Basically, when the collapse started happening, people reported some truly strange events with obesque machines. Golems started acting erratically, but never actually hurt anyone. Like, I was watching this video of some annoying vlogger who was trying to interview one near a polygonation spire. Pretty sure it was the one close to New Zealand, actually. But right in the middle of him harassing this golem, its face flickers and it nearly falls over. Then it just starts floating past him, right into the ocean, and disappears beneath the surface. So the vlogger turns the camera back on his face, and he's doing that surprise thumbnail thing they used to do back then. No, pogging? Hell yeah. And in the background, you can see other golems doing it too. Just before the spire starts collapsing and everyone has to run. Spooky stuff, man. Even golems further inland apparently started going for the coast too. Oh, and there was this article I found that there was this one engineer queue that had an accident with a golem. It didn't say their name, but there was a picture of the aftermath. They totally minced this golem they were working with, then apologized to everyone and ran off. It's pretty clear that whatever seized all their tech and had literally zero intent to harm a single human. So what the hell are these golems attacking the embassy for? Alright, I know I'm rambling, but one more thing. No matter where I looked, even using those new net filter tools, after the collapse news cycle settled, there was not a single mention of Akiza or her team anywhere. No photos, videos, nothing. I mean, sure, a little historical paper here and there, but well, I'm a little worried we may not have a whole lot of time left with Akiza's memories if this is anything to go by. Okay. You can only tell this was a long time ago. Okay. Okay, let me go back to the hub. Just cause, like, I don't have the advanced log option anymore. Yeah, it's gone. What happened to it? Hello, interloper. Alright, what's new? After seeing you consume the memories of the NPC so quickly, I repaired the golem maintenance portion of the collapse. This one took so long that I wanted it to. I thought it would only take a few winks, but it did not. Oh, it did not. What? Oh, it did not, interloper. I must have spent nearly a whole gaze on it. Interloper, I have so much to do still. Ha! But I must tell you, the more I repair the collapse, the less I want to. It seems like things are only getting worse. Oh. Okay. Are we at the start of the game, or what part is this? Oh. I think this is like the beginning of chapter 3? Or episode 3? Okay, there's essentially 4 episodes. The Toho section was episode 1. And then the Earthbound section was episode 2. I had the option to advance to episode 3. But it seems that after saving and loading back, I think it just automatically made me go into chapter 3. Or episode 3, so I have no idea. I don't know why. Because there was technically something left to do in episode 2, but it doesn't matter. Anyways. But it is my duty. Especially if it means I can know what happened to Akiza. Regardless. That is enough for now. I must return to my work. Entertain yourself with it for now, and do not bother me for a while. Okay. Need anything else? State of repairs? Repairs are going quite well, and coherence is receding. I have a new coherence regulator, keeping deterioration to a minimum. Can I meet them? What? Now, interloper, a coherence regulator does not speak, but it does mean I will have more memories prepared for you soon. How exciting! Okay, go away now. I'll tell you when I have more for you. Okay. Bye. Okay. So this is where we were before. Okay. I can technically go back to the hard mode, but I don't know if that's necessary. Like, I know I don't have to do it. It is technically optional. But I feel like I'm gonna be missing out on, like, some bits of the story. I don't even know anymore. I guess let's just continue, I guess. I think only Dango understands so far. Okay. You fall asleep most streams, you're here for the vibes, Dango's your ASMR? Okay, alright. Dungeon crawler? Sort of. Well, not really. There might be a dungeon crawler aspect. Who knows? We might get into it. Because I know with every new episode, there's a new game element. So I feel like there might be another new one. Here in episode 3. I hope there is. If there isn't, I'm going to be kind of sad. But hopefully. Right, continue in separate stream. Follow stream? Yes. Oh. Mindspace users may be present visible. Okay. Yeah, proceed. Oh. Alright. The FPS chapter 3. Oh god, I don't want to say that. I don't want to do an FPS. Stop. Okay, inheriting iteration content. Continue. Okay, Gafu. Commencing relocation. The descent begins, though it is terribly unsteady. Was that something knocking against the underside of the chamber? Move friend does not get far before it slows to a halt again. Wow! Friends, please forgive the turbulence. What? Corru? What's a corru? Aqueous low activity corru occupies space between cystic organs. Terrestrial use only. Okay, corru density is unusually high in this area. In fact, all standard currents have ceased. But do not worry, I can still get you where you need to go. What does that mean for the spire? I feel the chamber's ground shift beneath us, pulling outwards. Ah, it is forming limbs outside of the chamber. Indeed, it must physically crawl through the spire blood and drag the chamber with it. An extremely strenuous process, I suspect. I must focus on the locomotion, sorry. Please ask the construction within the chamber. I look towards Tozik at first. He looks back at me absently. Gosh, I can't talk. Then makes an uncertain gesture with his receptors. Before I can ask it to clarify, one of the mind cores announces themselves. That is me! I sense some surprise between the Ekiviks. That would be a little funny if not for the circumstances. Their Kiv rarely take part directly in structural management. If the corru is no longer correctly distributed across the spire, then that means it is going to be pooling at the lower levels, and grow more dense as the layers separate until, well, the lower levels will be crushed by the pressure. And then the spire's outer walls will explode. As you imagine, my friends, this is not conducive to our goals. The grounds mine would be destroyed, but so would the explanation for all of this, along with any would-be survivors. Exactly. There is a solution to this, but we require grounds mine control. It seems that the perpetrator is not properly attending to the structure's systems. Do you expect us to be able to get there in time? The grounds mine is at the lowest part of the spire. Well, I will say our chances are not ideal. But what else can we do? I sense a spark of inspiration from Tozik, even reflected in his receptors. But he does not yet speak up, ever hesitant to share an unfinished thought. While we wait for the Mu friend to deliver us to Golem maintenance, a plan should be devised, and we should get a profile of Itzel's Kivi. What to ask first? Whoa! The plan. Kivi. Sphere. In the near silent tension of our descent, I feel that our lack of a clear plan is causing even more anxiety. All are in thought, though Itzel is pacing, so I speak up with what I know. My friends, the time is coming. We should align our paths. I briefly pause to garner their collective attention, then continue. I am unfamiliar with the layout of the Golem maintenance segment, but Itzel, you know it well, yes? Itzel seizes their endless skittering to nervously wave their receptors. Oh yes, even better than my home. Excellent. Then tell me if any of this seems unreasonable. When we arrive, we should immediately find ways to arm ourselves. Assuming the foundry vats are still operational, we need only find some schematics. Next, we should probably find a body for Axa. If the structure fails, then this will not yield us any gain. Immediately, the morale I was attempting to build is crushed. There is that pang of fear again, though this time it is mine. The possibility of us all unceremoniously dying on our way. Completely out of our control, really. Yes, Tozik, I know, but... No, you see, I have an idea. I was here recently while giving advice on the design of the deep-sea constructor golems. It was in the distribution area of the manufacturing tendril that I saw something unusual. For quick development, they have their own grounds mindery override. There was a jute using it to directly release golems to the exterior of the spire. Ah, of course! It is only a small range in which it is effective, but that could be just enough to delay total collapse. Do you think that would work, Cart? Oh, okay, I'm like, forgot these two are different guys. Oh, yes. By releasing some of the pressure, that should buy us some time. Ah, and so he shapes the morale back up, though in a different design. We could use that to evacuate any survivors we find. It can form tunnels to the outside, yes? The way Milza stands and fidgets. If a tunnel opens, she would scramble through it without any doubt. The very same fear as in fresh surface runners. Cowardice, perhaps, but I cannot truly blame her. A remote coordinator does not simply change expertise for fun. If we must, I suppose. But we will need all the help we can get if we intend to assault the grounds mine. But what if I expand the control of the override? In a brief, stunned silence, our attention is drawn towards Gokvu. How many unauthorized miracles does she know how to perform? Grounds mindery overrides are tightly controlled, but she is clearly capable of more than I have ever known. How could you possibly do that? In fact, how have you been doing any of this? It is so convenient that you can guide us through the impossible as you have been. Milza's voice is heavy with accusations, her receptors closed like fists. An outburst simply driven by fear, but what is she implying? Itzel skitters forth, announced by the clicking of their sharp legs against the cystic glass. Hey, does it matter? Gokvu is helping us save everyone. Itzel's assertions earns Milza's attention, for she seems to have no retort. But this alone is not enough to diffuse her suspicions. Gokvu hangs her receptors back cynically. She could elate not to even answer, but... Oh, she can elect not to even answer. Alright, if you want a proper explanation, then fine. Yes, I have a mind core with grounds mindery capabilities. Ah, what can I say? I am quite attached to it. Where is this spike coming from? The briefest silence passes, Milsa looking between us. She seems to take particular interest in Tozak in this moment. Is this issue only mine? Our tools and golems usurped, and here before us is a cynical Vel with that variability. Is your groundsmindery destination truly to help us? Milsa reaches a peak, and Tozak eyes me. Itzel backs off to the corner with Karik, their eye drifting with concern now. I will admit, this coincidence did not even occur to me. It is suspicious. But it is without roots. Gokvu would never intend us harm. Yes, I should intervene. Milsa. She pauses and gazes at me, her receptors slightly releasing from their fist-like clench. I have worked with Gokvu long enough to know. She could not be doing this. In fact, the terror I felt from her when she was first attacked. No, she could not be a perpetrator. But it is still unusual, this is true. Then I turned to Gokvu, disappointed in her unhelpful handling of the situation. She seemed proud of herself with her little joke, but now I see apologetic shame. Her tone softens to explain. Yes, I know how it looks. The truth is complex. Milsa, you must trust that I am here to help. I can explain everything later, but we have to get out of here intact first. I see a wordless agreement as Milsa's receptors lose their tension. Though they do not stray near one another, they have an accord, for now. Okay. To return to our path. Top priority. Use the override in manufacturing to stop the structure from collapsing. Next. Arm ourselves. In fact, if we can make more time stopper connectors, even better. Also, we should find suitable bodies for Itzel and Karik. Then, find any survivors, Itzel's Kivi included. Finally, we descend to the groundsmind and seize this madness. Alright? Sounds good. The others agree with a simple forward waving of their receptors. Excellent. What else? Hesitant. Kivi. Itzel, tell me about your Kivi. Their name, their receptors, where you think they may be. Anything will help. As I said, that I felt a murmur of my larval life searching for missing runners. I may have said those exact words before. Velzi's fondness for repetition is truly nauseating. Okay. Well, her name is... Oh, God. Dozkalvi Kiv Gediziki. God, what a name. Okay, so Daz. I think Daz is just... Or Dazka? I think Dazka. And she styles herself with a broken receptor. She is okay, of course. It is just a strange styling. I do not know which area she would be in specifically. You see, she was covering for me while I reconnected with some family over the collective. She does not really enjoy the company of my family very much, and I do not blame her. They were never really happy with me finding a mate from another cave city. Itzel trails off after seeing the look upon my face and receptors. Am I too flat? Should I be more interested in the romance? Right. I was gonna say, I do not know which area she would be in. She was simply a substitute for my hands for the gaze. So, wherever you may find a Kiv, I think. They probably had her in manufacturing. I see, thank you. We will find her, Itzel. What else? Hesitance. Milsa! Aixa, hello. Sorry. At once, it seems she may launch into an apology, gesturing even with the third arm. But I simply waved the notion away with my receptors. She seems more at ease with my acceptance. At this point, there are no laws binding us anymore. The only thing that matters is survival. Can I trust that you will stand with us against whatever awaits? Yes, of course. Gokvu pretends to be uninterested in our conversation. The room is too small for any secrets. But let me say, there is a reason Ekiva frowns upon mobile groundsmindery. I never much cared for structurism, but the anti-structurists were a sour option themselves. They used illegal groundsmindery to sow chaos anonymously. I mean, that is all a flicker in the past now, but the flame is carried into death still. This could be a coordinated attack, not just by one person, but many. Still, if you can trust Gokvu, I will trust her too. In these times we must, despite whatever may hang over us. What a strange turn of phrase. She certainly means culturally, but there is something in her tone. I feel a certain weight to it. Has her larval history affected her so severely? Or is she within the greater conflict herself? Despite her flightiness and her outbursts, I feel I can trust her. Yes, she may simply be scared beyond her limits. Remote coordinators like her rarely saw any direct action, only ever experiencing the terror of the surface through their distant eyes. But it seems that terror has found her now. Final death has never been closer to all of us. True. Sphere. Karik, did you mention earlier that your sphere reserves were low? I'm still unsure if I should crouch while speaking to the mind cores, but it seems kinder than looming over them. Yes, I did. I know repairing Moo Friend came first, but if there is any left, I would not protest. There is a little, do not worry. I draw a Cubus fur from our stash, and simply set it beside Karik, because though the thought occurred to me, feeding them directly would be so strange. Thankfully, Karik does not hold conflict. Thank you, Akiza. They coil an emergency leg around this fur and press it against their side. Their shell extends to envelop it and draw it inwards. Ah, that is much better. I appreciate your efforts, my friend. Of course. Okay. That's it for now. With my curiosity sated, we wait. The remaining fur we collected is distributed among ourselves. To mend wounds, attempt repairs to inner components, so on. There's so small chat here and there. Oh, there's some small chat here and there. But in time, our progress slows. To a worrying degree. In fact, the corru no longer murmurs past the walls as it did. Okay, friends, good news. The density is so high, I was not able to get you to the usual entry point. In fact, the entire segment is surrounded by dangerously dense corru. Sorry, that was not the good news yet. Here it is. We are near one of the personnel tendrils of the golem maintenance segment. It seems to have sunken and partially collapsed from the damage, but it is still attached to the main area. I can connect you there, but until the corru flows are restored, that is the best I can do. Ah, my room. How will we get around without a Moo Friend? I was able to help before, but that is not sustainable. Especially not if the density is going to be very high. Oh. Gakfu, the entire floor is connected. It is not like your segment at all. Or most of them, really. All of the tendrils and chambers are connected semi-permanently. It is easier to move golems and resources around that way. Yes, this was impressed upon me in my recent visit. It was as if I was strolling through a Vaznian cavern. Ah, in that case, even with a high density, it should still be mostly intact. Contiguous spire chambers are typically well enforced, for they do not move often. Yes, very good structure. However, it will not last forever. Archival veins around the segment are collapsing and will soon be falling to the area directly. Be careful, friends. I will wait here for when you return. Are you able to handle the corru pressure here? No, sorry. Once it is safe for all of you to leave me, I will return to a safe level until you have resolved the pressure problem. You are leaving us? Oh, no. Only a little. I will be back to deliver you to the groundsmindry floor, of course. And if you take too long... Never mind. Good luck! Moo Friend forms a tunnel to the personnel tendril, though it remains partially closed until we are ready to proceed. But before then, I should consider, who do I want to accompany me? Wait, what? No, I can only choose 3 people to join me? Oh god, this sucks. Also, Ozumasu! Hi, how are you? If you can't wait anymore, finish the game, you need to know what happens at the end. Right. Totally want to know what happens at the end. Not like you want to play a different game after this one. Milza has proven to be a powerful defensive force despite her hesitance. Tazik I think we still need for his repair skills. But Gaku's control over Corru is uniquely effective. Aw, no. I don't want to change my party. This sucks. Okay, well, we have to keep Tazik, because he's the healer of the group. I forgot what Milza does. I know Gaku can make people, was it unstabled? Or destabled? The downside with destabled is it's a double-edged sword. Right? Because, like, it makes someone deal double damage, but they could also take double damage. Which doesn't seem very good. I think Milza can make people vulnerable, which that's at least safer. Gaku can technically make people vulnerable too if he crits on his regular attack. I forgot what Milza's regular attack is. I'll probably just take her for now though. Okay, additional functionality enable. Okay. Activate or deactivate potential party members drag from or into active party. Okay. Recollective locus cannot be removed from party. Okay. Belzy, be kind. Okay. Oh, cool. I can also change, Oh, okay. Well, I can't change the order with Akiza. Akiza has to be first. Okay. What's distraction? Oh! Miltz's regular attack only does 1 damage. Oh. Rip. Yeah, because at least Gokvu actually does 2 damage. Oh, that's not fun. On crit, though, it gives everyone evasion, which is pretty good. Oh, right, but versus a vulnerable target, it deals more damage. Yeah. I feel like Miltz is probably better. At least in the long run. Destabilizing is a bit... Okay. Wait, do I not have a save? Oh, and my objectives. Oh, delay collapse, secure safe area, look for supervisors, 0 out of 3 tendrils explored. Find a foundry vat, and find Itzel's Kivi. Yeah, there's an overriding manufacturing. Find a place for the unconnected to rest. We should fully explore the connected parts of the segment. We can arm ourselves if we find one, likely manufacturing. Okay. Okay, well, might as well chat to everyone. Bitches with the claws have the class of anxiety. When she knows my approach, she sees us standing at attention with the receptors open. Axa, hello. Oh, God. Remote operation? What's up? What kind of remote work do you do? You were a coordinator, yes? Oh, yes. I kept watch over the surface over Akaniva with the rest of my team. Do you recall the early coordination pods? Before grounds mindry had even been tried. Our minds were projected to airborne surface drones where we guided runners and, well, since I was the only turret, I typically handled all the casualty drama cases. You know, when only part of a team was lost? All too well. Surface trauma paralysis is far deadlier than any lone predator. Oh. Ah, does that mean you wielded one of the more heavily armed drones? Oh, yes. I see. Perhaps we should construct a drone for you here. Yes, the time stopper could allow you to fight on 2 fronts. Immediately, something in her stance changes. That flightiness from before slightly fades. The notion emboldens her. You are right. Even a small one could change our odds. Still, it is like an echo of my larval life. Velzi's fondness for repetition is truly nauseating. Okay, so that might be a hint towards later on. I'm assuming when we find certain weapons, certain characters can get upgraded. So it seems like Miltzi's upgrade seems to be a drone, which sounds great. Suspicion of Gokvu. About you and Gokvu, there's a sort of a frustrated curl that forms in the tendrils of her receptors. Have we not resolved this? If she is your friend and you trust her, I will too. I cannot spend any more time thinking about this, given what we must do. Ah, well said. There's little room to interrogate her further. Perhaps this was her intention. No, I'm letting that stupid sis get to me again. If I pry further, it may place us as foes, whether she is within the conflict or not. For now, things must be as simple as they seem. Yes, a simple cultural dispute. Of course. Theories. Melsa, I know what may test her... I know what may test her allegiance, but she is within the conflict. Maybe she has a clue. Do you have any theories on what may be happening? The source of this madness, do you know what it is? That just spilled out. I did not mean to say it like that. Velzy, strike me now. I'm so stupid. Sorry, I mean... She sees the recoiling twist in my receptors, signaling the slightest confusion in hers. Did that not even seem strange to her? I must suppress my panic. I have my suspicions. This is surely the work of saboteurs. Whether it be one terrible mind or a collective. They are betrayers, throwing everything we have worked far away. To what service, I cannot say, but this is far too directed for it to be anything else. I see. Okay, what does Tazik have for me? Tazik's eyes me expectantly as I approach him. Where he normally might wait for me to address him, he instead greets me. Aksa. Time stopper effectiveness. Tazik, how much longer will the time stopper serve us remotely? We are some distance away, yet it seems to be working exactly the same. The time stopper's effectiveness is not exactly linear. It uses a highly efficient, near instantaneous form of dull transmission, similar to the kind used to connect floating Q limbs to their bodies, but with more force. So it will work until it simply does not. Before we descend again to be safe, We will need to find a way to bring it closer to the ground's mindry floor. I see. Anyone you know? Is there anyone we should watch for? Any friends of yours or anything? I know his relationships are a sensitive subject. They must be even more so now. But still, I must ask. No. An answer without delay. It would be foolish to pry further. Alright. Theories? What do you think is happening? Do you still think it is too early to tell? Well, we have seen that the signal, whatever it is, seizes things at random. Sometimes with grounds mindry, other times without. But it is only ever corru unoccupied by a mind, be it Q or strong echo. Have in sight, oh, it's an idiom, as well. Move friend was fine when repaired until the grounds mind took notice. The bar friend did not attack us either. So all said, it is clear to me that the grounds mindry is compromised, but certain constructs with the weaker echoes, like the containers and lamps, are seized without grounds mindry. What if the true cause is the signal itself? What if Vakoa had exited the grounds mindry for one reason or another? Then the signal came, and used it to warp our golems to its purpose. But how? Grounds mindry requires too much mental focus for it to be something like that, right? Tozak simply waves his receptors negatively. Whatever is happening is reaching far beyond any limitation I was familiar with. You felt the meaning behind the signal too, did you not? It was beyond full understanding. And the way it invaded our minds directly, even rendering us into unwilling unconsciousness. To lesser echoes, like the simple ones within containers and lamps. Even the attendants and these golems we face now. It may have completely overridden their echoes with whatever purpose the signal truly meant to impart. This theory is the best I have, for now. Either way, I'm certain that seizing the grounds mindry will at least partially end this madness. Alright, thank you, Tozak. And then lastly, here, Gokvu. As I approach Gokvu, she dips her head in receptors respectfully, though their playful twist has been undone in light of what we have seen. What do you need, Akiza? Gokvu, I've been wondering. You've had your grounds mindry this whole time, yes? Have you ever used it before? With us or in the research tendril? I never even had the slightest suspicion. Hey. Okay. Anise! Hey, Anise, how are you? How have you been? I don't know if anyone is left here. I mean, I hope. I mean, I'm assuming they're probably just lurking. But Anise, welcome back. How have you been? Also, welcome me back too. Because I was basically sick for like an entire week. But we're back. Well, Akiza, the punishment far outweighed any benefit to using it. Even when I was alone or lazy. It is a tool that has laid dormant for a long time. To say nothing of Vekoa's attentiveness. Besides, I must admit to you, that is part of why I took this position. I wanted to get away from everything. Everything I had involved myself in back home. You do not simply climb into a mind core with grounds mindry by accident. Still, it is like I said. Even if I have brought us so far with it, it must remain a secret at all costs. I sensed a pointed edge in her words. Just when she nearly opened up even more. Of course. Gokvu. About Miltza, I keep my voice down, but even still, she cuts me off. Do you want to feed this flame, Akiza? Oh, okay. Yes, welcome back. You're glad you're back. Sorry, you're like slacking on watching stream. Ad over. Alright. You're pretty good, actually. You're heading home from the library. Ah, nice. I mean, that's fine, Anise. I mean, what's it? I haven't streamed in so long. And then again, I don't know. This game is... It's interesting, but it very much requires, like, basically your full attention. And as well as, if you're already familiar with, like, the genre of, like, sci-fi stuff. Because I would definitely say, yeah, there's a lot of dialogue. and not a lot of gameplay. Which is fine. I'm okay with that because, you know, I basically like visual novels. But I would definitely say it's very much a game where you kind of need to pay attention from the very beginning. Because after like, I would definitely say like being thrown into the middle of this would be pretty confusing. But I'm still enjoying myself. Should probably take a swig of water every now and then though, because with all this talking, yo, my throat's gonna dry up real fast. Okay, the smoke would suffocate us. There's not just cynicism in his words. Oh, in her words. It is concern for me too. What am I to make of this? How can I trust either of them at this point? But she is right. We must work harmoniously to survive. Osamasu showing up. I'm #1 fan! Okay. Theories. Gakbu, do you have any theories on what is happening? Not really. Well, I guess I do have one. Ah, no, it is stupid. Even if Vakoa turned on us, how could she seize the containers and lamps? Their ability to receive groundsmindry is so limited. There would have to be groundsmindry relays dotted throughout the spire. Last I felt, this one follows an archival pattern rather than a relay pattern. As I listen, her explanation calls to a stop, and she watches me strangely. I accidentally formed the slightest curl in my receptors. Too vague for her to tell why, but she cuts herself off. Just put it simply, I have no idea. We just have to stop it and get out. Agreed. Okay. Oh. Okay, where's the save button? Usually there was always a save with move friend, but this one doesn't have any. So I am kind of concerned. I read in the exact tone that you thought it was. This is why you're like, okay. Anyways. Dang! Holy shit, you guys have been following for so long. It's almost been 2 years. What the heck? Man. It's been so long. Oh my god. Shoot, man. And it's almost April. Like, I really wanted to start making more content again. But I keep putting it off. Ugh, this sucks. Well, mostly as well, it's like, I don't really... Ugh. Ugh. Gosh. I've known you for like 2 years, isn't that crazy? Yeah, I know. So many ups and downs. Gosh. I feel like I might need to make like a little collage of just like moments that happened on stream and on Discord, because I can recall some stuff that happened. Anyways, we advance to the personnel tendril. Those are the time stopper connectors at the front. Mufren's tunnel slowly becomes crooked as it adjusts to the uneven tendril. The corru walls take the form of false cave stone, just like our recreation chamber. And so the terrible brutality before us is like a vision of the past. But it is here now, a failed barricade given way to invasion, and it is silent, without sign of foe. The queue here are dissected, mind cores half dissolved in their bled components. Oh my god, it needs stop, not the oil. Anything but the oil. No. Yo, even nothing repeats that as well. Like, Anise, when you're not here, nothing is on it as well. Like, both of you just can't. Oh my god, always mentioning the oil. I don't even. Why? Just why? The others avert their eyes after a quick scan, but I find myself staring. Why are their bodies so intact? Why such precision? Regardless, I do not see any signs of Itzl's Kivi. These are just Jute and Bell. Let's keep moving. I gesture for the mining cores to climb up along the walls and ceiling, as it will be safer. Then, a step into our advance, a familiar whisper comes again. We exchange a few glances, Tozik's receptors at attention. He speaks flatly, dreadfully. It is happening again. That is all the time we have to brace ourselves. The signal, the pain, it is here. The wordless message breathed again. It feels stronger, but we still stand. Are we more resilient? I can think this time. I can feel that the pain is not mine. I manage to stay standing against the wall and the others stumble, clutch their heads, their chests. My eyes bend, my sense of gravity is disrupted, but I stay conscious. What is happening again? Hey, are you okay? What? I see through the pain. The mind core is plainly looking down upon us from the ceiling. Are they not affected? The signal is short-lived this time, like an echo of itself. Already it abates. My eyes slowly recover, though I feel my perception is still not entirely accurate. But before I can say anything, there is a rustling throughout the room. The slain queue. Some have risen. Okay, why do they look like that? That's so freaky. Their bodies distorted by their damage, as if drawn to terrible life by Sekri. Is that? It is not an illusion. They are real, and they walk towards us with the strangest serenity. Here. I am here. I am here. Oh, okay, he's just all up in my face. They speak in unison, each unique voice blending into one another. A droning metallic chorus filling the tendril. At first, with each step towards us, we back away uncertain. To kill an aberrant container is simple, but do these ones intend us harm? Or is it more? Can they be helped? I step forward. Hello. Here. I hear you. I hear you. Usurpers. Akiza, stay back. Those are not Obesk. Her fear conveys what I need to know. They are not miraculous survivors. They are infested husks. We must make the first move. Attack! Oh, okay. 20 HP for both. Husk and husk. Okay, cool. Q bodies of friends I had not met. Excavated of their mind cores, drawn as weapons. Impossibly. Our first true sign. Oh, that's the exact same thing. Okay. 20 HP is not that much. I don't know if one is better than the other, so I guess we'll just slowly get at them. Okay, well, they all just want to attack Agiza for some strange reason, but okay. I think we can heal Agiza here. Nice. Sure. Okay. No, he evaded. What the heck? Okay. Is 20 Canadian a lot for a game? Not really. I would say it's a decent amount. Yeah, it's not bad. 20 is pretty good. Just cause like, what is it? Like a full-on AAA game probably costs like around like $90 now. Like 90 Canadian, which is a lot. Like, holy shoot. So I would definitely say 20 is a pretty good price. Yeah. Because I'm trying to remember like other games that also cost like around 20 Canadian. And I'm thinking like Hollow Knight, as long as with like Silk Song and like even Slay the Spire, like they're all around like maybe $30 Canadian. And like that's a pretty good price. Oh my god, that's very good. Yeah. You're scheming. Okay. Makes me a bit suspicious, but alright. I don't think I can spy, right? Oh no, hit says it's auto. So it always works? Oh, okay, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, AAA games cost $90. Some Switch 2 games are like 120. 120? Bro, what the hell? Why so expensive? Bro, what game are you playing? What the heck? That's crazy. Yeah, there's a game you're interested in, but you don't have a PC to play it on? Ah, rip. Yeah, I would definitely say I was pretty much the same. Like, if... Like, what is it? Like, yeah, games that either I didn't want to pay for that much, or, like, it was specifically, like, a console game. I would just, like, watch a playthrough of it, and I'd be like, that's good enough. Like, if I can't play it, that's fine. I'll just watch a playthrough of it. The last house crumbles into itself. Immediately, I scan over our team, and we are fine enough. Itzel and Karg cling to the ceiling in the corners, Itzel refusing to look. Miltza and Gokvu both have recoiled in our victory with no celebration. Tazik, most of all, seems present in this moment with me, drawn to one of the corpses. The adrenaline, the subtle joy I felt before, is overwhelmed by grief. I did not know these Q, but in their incoherent faces were every person I've ever spoken so kindly to. These... He nearly addresses them as Q, but thinks better of it as his voice shakes into a pause. The second is like $20 Canadian, the first is like $3 US. It's like, oh yeah, what the heck? Why is it so cheap? What the heck? I wish you could get money for it, you just don't have the money for a PC. Oh gosh, yo, paying for a PC? Like in this economy? Bro, that's gonna cost a lot. Like, holy shoot. Especially with the whole RAM problem. Like, people are just struggling to buy RAM. It's not looking pretty. It's called Hilux. Hilux? What the heck is this? Why is it so trippy? Also, it's like Earthbound. Like, it has that JRPG aspect to it. But what is this art style, though? What the heck? I mean, it's very unique. What the heck? Of course, Anise, this is something that you'd be into. What the heck is this? Yeah, I love these tags. It's surreal, psychedelic, abstract. It really is. Bro, what the heck is this? You forgot how you found it? It's claymation. Oh, really? Wait, that actually makes it even more impressive. Holy shoot. This is a claymation? Yo, that's sick. Okay, but seriously, what the heck is this? And why did they make a second one? Also, with Steam, Steam has them on sale. So the first Hilux is actually $1.30. And then Hilux 2 is $10. Yo! Steam sales! Hell yeah! Yo, you can get both games for basically, what, $11? Great! Also, what the heck is this, though? It looks so trippy. I mean, oh my god. I'm only interested because I want to know what the heck is this. Like, why does it look so trippy? What the heck? Well, apparently it must be good, though. Because, what is it? There's a lot of, it does say it's overwhelmingly positive. Like, it's a bunch of positive reviews. Okay, I feel like a lot of these reviews are also just really funny. Because one of them says, it's so good it got me pregnant. Like, what the heck is happening? You don't even know what it's about, low key. You just really like the OST though. Okay, got it. I'll probably check out the music. Sure. Someone also saying can't wait for Hylix 3. Did they even confirm they're making a Hylix 3? Oh, your stream gave out. Oh, but you're back. Okay, cool. I mean, I'll probably check out what the soundtrack sounds like because I am curious. But are they planning to make a Hylix 3? Because if they are, they kind of missed the time to do it. Because Hylix 1 came out in 2015. Hylix 2 was 2020. So within 5 years, they made a second one. It's now been 6 years since their second one. So if they were going to do, you know, each one was 5 years, they technically missed it. So I don't know if they're going to make a third one. Maybe you got to like check on... Oh, they did confirm they're making a third one. Okay. What the heck? I mean, if they're popular enough to make a third one, I mean, this is something I might want to check out. Alright, sick. Okay. Back to the game. They have no mark of control, no sigil or connector, no mind core. How is this even possible? Our bodies are too complex even for a regular grounds mindery. These bodies are all truly uninhabited? The mind cores, Itzel and Karik, maybe they could. No, a terrible thought. I dare not even complete it. But that does bring something to mind. Hey, Itzel, Karik, did you not feel the signal a moment ago? The same one as before, the pain, the madness. They look at one another. Though Itzel returns to huddling in the corner, eye spot turned away. No. I mean, I felt something, but it just passed. It was not like before. Gakfu, Milta, you felt it. A simple affirmative receptor gesture from both is all they can muster for now. Tazek stands from the body he examined, drawing his corru.observer back beneath the surface of his hand. I did too. It felt closer. We are on the right path. His finality implies me we should leave this tendril sooner rather than later, so we commence. But still, closer is a good way to put it. It felt stronger, but it may just be proximity. Itzel, Karik, remain close. Stay high and far away from any bodies or inactive golems. Okay, Akiza. Okay. Oops. Few bodies. Countless puncture marks embossed in their metallic remains. Okay, well that's not important. We also just have random cubes. Are these important? Oh. I believe that's an enemy, right? Yeah. Yeah, only option is to fight, or is it? Okay. It's asking to use the disabler again, but that's fine. Golem, 15. Repair friend, 15. Okay, well, knowing that it's called Repair Friend, I probably should defeat that first. You're gonna make chat for a bit, but you gotta do dishes, but you're still here. Alright. General purpose golem contains volatile dull components that normally are not an issue. Seized by the grounds mine. Personal assistant utilized in golem and Q body construction. Bears many tools and many arms. Seized by the grounds mine. Okay. Stab it. Spy on it. And attack it. Yeah, vulnerable says plus 200% in crit. So I'm basically guaranteed a crit every time I hit this thing. Wait, that's not true though. So so it's damage wise. So if he gets crit, he takes more damage. Okay. But it seems like I have a higher chance to crit, to be honest. Yeah, because like realistic, been basically critting pretty often. Okay. Spikes? What are spikes? Return 50% incoming damage to attacker. Are you kidding me? And he's destabilized. So if I were to hit him, he deals that much damage back to me. Are you kidding? Bro, that sucks. Bro, I don't want that. Well, I feel like Akiza should be fine with that, right? Yeah, Akiza can be fine with that. You can focus here and then heal Akiza. Okay. And then we just take... Yeah, okay. We're good. Nice. Within to be a final restore assist. Nice. Okay. Cool, cool. Continue. They are here too, and are drawn to us immediately. It was not a single moment of madness. Belzy's eye hangs heavily over us. I feel his delight in our torment. These husks must be destroyed before the others can come through. How many are there? Only one? It's a jelly. I don't know what a jelly is. Also, I saw a save, so that's good. Oh, too dangerous. Defeat the foes first. Oh, okay. Sorry. Kiv skin. What is this? Tough design used in underwater construction. Okay. Well, it has a lot of health, so I'm assuming that's killed the smaller guy first. Wait, why did they only do 2 damage? They're vulnerable. Shouldn't they take double the damage? So distraction should do 4 damage, right? Yeah, it did. Why didn't Akiza do 4 damage? Or maybe it did and I misread it. Yeah, that only did 1. But he's vulnerable. I'm confused. Oh my god, I got new stuff. Weakened. Minus 50% outgoing damage, minus 100% crit. And then fear. Paralyzed by terror. Some actions prohibited. Removed by ally crit. Wait. Okay. Yeah, they only did 2 damage. I'm confused on why vulnerable isn't working. Very strange. Oh. Somehow I got rid of one of the things. Okay, focusing I can get rid of weakened, which is nice. I think this should... Oh, that doesn't kill. Oh. Okay, it died. Stab it. Spy. I'll probably heal yourself. Okay. Okay, I'm confused. Why isn't this working? He should be taking 4 damage, right? Okay, that time it did. Well, I crit though. But if I crit, I should be dealing even more damage. Oh no, what's happening? This is 4 damage. Oh, but that crit. Okay, how is vulnerable working? Oh, okay. Vulnerable isn't damage. Vulnerable is accuracy. Yeah, it's plus 100% in hit percent. It's accuracy. Okay. So whatever the hit percent that I have that's given here, and then plus that by 100%. Okay, that's also explaining why I tend to crit more often with vulnerable. Because it's plus 200% of my crit percentage. And 200% of my crit with 30 is 90. That's the reason. So it seems like I'm like, oh, I'm critting like almost every time. I'm not. It's increasing the chance of me critting. Okay, so vulnerable doesn't make me do more damage, but it increases the accuracy and the crit rate. Got it. Okay. Interesting. Okay. With the area clear, I also noticed the doors here are sealed. It is safe enough, so I call back. It is safe to proceed. Come quickly. And so we stand in this great lobby where I imagine Moofriend first tried to deliver us. The stone, the decorations of false life. Were it not for the splattered corru and sludge from our once friends, it would be beautiful. Itzel, where is maintenance from here? Itzel scurried towards me, then past me? They approached the central desk, which seemed to have a managerial golem stationed at it. I know this uses the word manager, but I don't know how to pronounce it with the extra IAL. Managerial? Maybe that's how you pronounce it. It is inactive. I did not even notice it at first. Uncanny. It resembles a cube more than a golem. Gelly? Sorry, Akiza. I will answer you, but I must see. Itzel climbs up onto the golem's shoulders, then extends a branched receptor towards its head. Tazak steps forward, reaching out in objection. Itzel, you should not take any chances with... Of course, it is too late, as Itzel has already connected to it. In an instant, the golem's face flickers to life, its glow restored. Then comes the rest of its body. It looks down at the mind core on its shoulders, away from us. Hello, Itzel. What are you doing here? I thought you took the gaze off. Its voice is feminine, shifting between intonations strangely as golems tend to. When Itzel disconnects, Jelly looks towards us, pseudo-receptors extending in greeting. Itzel seems alright, though they are looking at Jelly strangely. Perhaps with an engineer's eye, addressing the damage? Though this is interesting, it sprouted disconnected receptors. The physical marking of an echo with life-like personality. It is likely bearing a strong echo of a tour in the embassy, or perhaps one carried from home. Ah, welcome, you're all from another division. If you are hoping to use the... Jelly's eyes drift around, scanning over the carnage, the damaged ceilings and walls. Then it seems to stare at me with the strangest expression of bafflement. Or, through me, I move out of the way, but it stares at me still. Then I check over my shoulders with a spin of my head. But when I look back at the golem, it now looks at me, not like before. I see. Jelly, oh, are you okay? Can you help us? There's an emergency. Everything is going crazy. Itzel scurries down onto the desk to speak with the golem. Jelly smiles like a bright cousin, dipping its head respectfully. A strange behavior to assign to a golem. I suspect they wanted the queue here to practice smiling in case of public appearance. I will do what I can. What do you need? The doors all seem to be locked. Maybe this golem can help us through. Interrogate? Okay. Jelly, I'm Akiza. That is Gakvu and Milza, Tazak and Karik. It seems you already know Itzel. There is some sort of attack upon the spire. We thought it was the grounds mind at first, but now unoccupied Q bodies are being manipulated too. Did you receive any communications or signals while inactive? Jelly gives a negative wave of his pseudo-receptors. No communications, Akiza. Although I had the strangest dream. An endless repetition of the same terrible gaze forever. And I could not wake up from it. Stranger still is that I am not supposed to dream, you see. But then came Itzel to save me. Thank you, my friend. By the way, I do not recall you being so small. You look so silly. Gelly giggles with a strange naivety. Naivete? They need the accents. Itzel chuckles too, but out of discomfort, slowly crawling away from the golem. It does not seem to fully grasp the nature of the emergency, even with the bodies before it. Is this a manifestation of incoherence, or simply how the echo was designed? Either way, a managerial golem like Jelly will be invaluable for monitoring the spire's health. Jelly, do you know where the grounds mind you override is? It is in manufacturing, yes? Let me see. Jelly's faceplate freezes as if it's drawn its attention inwards. It seems to be connected directly to the floor and undoubtedly to a larger organ beneath. I suspect Jelly can sense the entire segment in some capacity. Yes, it is. And the override is within the distribution chamber, which is the final segment opposite to the entrance. So just walk through and you will see it. Jelly is visibly pleased with this answer, smiling again. Jelly, is there an operational impressor in the area? Its gaze is drawn inwards again, taking slightly longer this time. What is that, Tozik? An instruction deep cloning tool. Usually it is only used in Q-body and golem construction, but I think we can use it for this. You see, if we want to make more time stopper connectors, it is not enough to simply copy them, for the connection to the time stopper is complex. A total dull synchronization must occur, and an impressor will let us do that remotely. Ah! Forgive me my delay, Tozik. Most of them are broken now. But there is a functioning one in the chamber just behind me. Advanced operations. It is in the form of a corru. What's a corru? Large corusistic device stored in an adjacent corru or another corru medium until needed, connected modularly to tendrils. So I should be able to just grab it for you. I understand you wanted to use it right away, so I'll connect it to it manufacturing. Please wait. I seem to be unable to remove it from the advanced operations chamber. Is that Velzy giggling I hear? Haha. Jelly turns, drawing our attention as well. The doors to the chamber are mangled in ways that the collapsing spires would not cause. The impressor itself is reporting full function, but adjacent corru pressure is forcing it against the chamber, and the room itself seems to be severely damaged. I suspect that has something to do with the foundational construction golem they are working on. Due to the damage, I am unable to see inside and cannot establish contact. If you wish to use the grounds boundary override, you may be able to fix the door and pressure. My control over the local area is very limited by comparison. So yes, please do that, and ensure everyone inside is alright. Jelly! Have you seen my Kivi? You recall her, yes? Of course I remember. Dozki, I heard you call her. Why would she be here? Never mind. She is just here, okay? We need to find her. Oh, well, I cannot help you. There are so many relays not responding right now. But while you look for her, please show your friends around. There's so much to see. Again, Jelly seems pleased with his tone-deaf response. Of course, the plan is the same then. We stop the collapse, we find Issel's Kivi and any survivors. We scrape together what we can, and then we proceed. Jelly, can you open the smaller doors nearby for us if they are clear? Yes. Directly connected tendrils are sphere supply, manufacturing, and minor operations. I cannot open them all immediately, but I am standing by to open the doors for you, for I sense that there are non-Q entities within each, and they are not responding to my identification request, so I must keep them closed in for now. If you see them, please let them know to respond to me as soon as you can. And let me know if you need anything else. Ask about something else. I linger near Jelly thinking about what lies ahead. Hello, Akiza. What do you need? Okay, manufacturing? What can you tell me about the manufacturing tendril? Well, it is in the name, yes. It is home to a number of slow and fast foundry vats for varying levels of corru construction. And that is where the grounds boundary override is for distribution purposes. From here, I can tell that it is largely intact, but Jelly shakes its head and receptors both slowly. It pauses to think about something, then opens its pseudo-receptors in bafflement. The distribution network is behaving erratically. Someone must be fooling around with the override again. A troublesome Vel, no doubt. Haha. I scoff and glance at Gakfu, whose tightly wound receptors loosen in response. What do you know about the sphere supply tendril? That is where essential metals are processed, and sphere is grown for those segment of the embassy. Additionally, it has a strange chamber equipped with dull microconnectors for remote delivery. A technology fresh from the Jut's receptors. Microconnectors? Oh yes, Akiza, it is an exciting development. It is like using the contravents for small mundane materials. I do not know the specifics myself, but Godsry, a friend of mine, was a proponent of those. That does not seem very safe. Well, it is still a new technology. I heard about those on the network, a Vaznian development from Ukazni Ozo, ironically. Surface City, mountainous fortress, origin of dull pulse weaponry. Though the implantation seemed promising, it seems reckless to use them in the domain of the Bright Cousins. Do not worry, it is perfectly safe. though I cannot clearly perceive what is happening within that tendril right now, because there is a strange interference originating from it. I suppose that is why I cannot contact anyone, in fact. Could you go tell them to stop that? What? Is that where the signal could be coming from? No, the groundsmind sigil we saw before demands it must be the groundsmind. Regardless, this warrants investigation. That aside, it could be a valuable resource for the creation of our armaments. Okay, so manufacturing is where the override is. Sphere supply, there's something, maybe the origin of the signal, but also supplies for new weapons. Then last is operations. What lies within the minor operations tendril? A wealth of interesting research. It contains the side projects and lesser divisions within the golem maintenance team. A large number of chambers float around the corru of that tendril, but only a few are directly connected at a time, as the others are on hold. Presently, the connected divisions are... oh, let me see. Jelly's face defocuses, and its pseudoreceptors slowly connect with concern. How funny. Deconstruction, dull development, friends, translation. They appear to be connected, but are nearly all affected by some sort of blockage. I wonder how they got up to it in there. You may only be able to reach a few of them for now. I will alert the groundsmind. That will not be necessary. We can fix it. Oh, alright, thank you. The golem smiles widely at me again, blindly accepting my blatant lie. Translation. A strange operation to have in a golem maintenance floor. Perhaps they were preparing some sort of new translation golem? It may not be of great use to us now, but perhaps we could at least fetch some of the archival data if any is intact. A great amount of work between division was done to decipher in so many languages of the cousins. It would be a tragedy if any of it were lost. Of course, this is only secondary to preventing the structure from collapsing as a whole. Thank you, Jelly. Oh, Aixa. All the minor operations have direct connections to the archival veins. Once the area is stabilized, we could go see if anything there would be of use to us. I know the Dull Development Division has some interesting projects. They may come in handy now. Interesting. Yes, we should. Okay. Oh, the gang. Okay. What can I say first? Grand door. An imposing door marred by heavy impacts. Approach. You approach the great door. Its components are melted, fused into one another. Parts have bulged outwards from blunt trauma within. Dead metal reinforcements jet out from particularly damaged areas. We will need to repair it and be ready before we can enter. Now, there's also the matter of the operations tendril. What if there are survivors in there? It is unlikely, given this chaos, but I cannot leave anyone behind. I can examine it. Why would the door still hold after such damage? It is large enough that it should simply sludge and reveal its path. Karek skitters closer and curious. Also curious. They clamber up the wall nearby, examining the way it merges with a false stone. Ah, this is an uncommon design, but I've seen it used within some other segments. Akiza, it is holding up because it is load-bearing for its chamber. Why? That is a terrible idea. Well, it simplifies the structural needs of chambers it is attached to. It is quite useful for such large rooms. There are extremely resilient to dead metal implements within them for this very reason. Of course, it is very unsafe in the event of collapse, for it simply becomes a wall. But such occasions within the spire were only theories until now. And besides, who would ever thought the groundsman herself would abandon us? A bad idea, but reasonable within our known safeties. Vukoa would not abandon us, and do not entertain the thought. After everything. Regardless, thank you for your knowledge, my friend. Okay. Okay, there's 4 rooms. That's actually kind of a lot. Vilk Spear. Okay. I guess we just talked to everyone for a bit. Miltza fidgets with her claws, her receptors causing anxiety. When she knows my approach, she sees us standing. Okay. Oh, is that hello? Oh, okay, no, that's the same. Encores? Itzel and Karek chitter to one another quietly. My approach brings that to a slow halt when they turn to face me. Agiza! How beholds you? Hi, Agiza. Oh, god, there's a lot. Points of interest. Itzel, this place is practically your home. Is there anything we should watch for? Perhaps any locations to find armaments or schematics? Oh, yes. Beyond the override, which supersedes all else, manufacturing has a few vats we could use to create things. The minor operations tendril has some archival connection that may lend us schematics. Oh, and the sphere tendril will grant us a pool of resources to create with. It's not much as if we were on, say, the material segment, but since we worked on so many golems down here, we may have our own mini supply. Wait, I need 3 things? Okay. So schematics in the operations tendril. The resources from the sphere tendril. And then manufacturing has the things to create it. Gosh. We even have our own pre-processors. Some pride is carried with Itzel's words, enough for me to pay it mind. But as I do, Itzel suddenly withdraws, their eye drifting around. Well had. The receptors settle into a sorrowful clasp. Thank you, Itzel. We'll get through this. Yes, they have seen us cut down the animated remains of the team. What are they supposed to feel? What do I say? Any support I offer will be washed away by the blood of any further husk we must fight. I briefly shift my gaze to Karik and gesture a receptor covertly. They understand, I think, to help brace Itzel. That's not easy for any of us, but Itzel knew each of these people. Itzel, could you remind me again what your Kivi looks like? I nearly said looked. The odds of her still being intact are not great, especially with these new monstrosities. Oh, yes, of course. Daz Calvi, she is a Kiv with a broken receptor. It is a memento of her heroic deed she achieved on the surface, you see. A distinct and eccentric mark enough to identify her in its own right. That is probably enough to watch out for. She is also an expert with remote lifting tools, so she is still on this segment. She is probably in manufacturing somewhere. Velzy instills a vision. She has been smashing those creatures with ease, no doubt. Once we find her, our odds will grow so much greater. They certainly will. What do you know about Jelly? It is usually so, what is the word? Ignorant? Naive? There's something strange about its echo. I do not even really know what, but it is like it looks through me for a moment. Oh, Jelly is extremely smart, usually. Maybe it's just some damage from the signal? But I know what you mean. When I connected to Jelly for that instant, there was this strange and terrible vision. A dream, like it said. It was so brief, but so strong. A pale sphere of light glowing brightly in the thickest fog. Or was it fog? I cannot tell for certain, but it obscured nearly all vision beyond a few steps. But yes, a dark, cold place. One from the light slowly came a strange flickering tendril, which touched my head. Then the vision ended and Jelly awake. Is that? It is not normal. Echoes do not dream or visions, Akaza. I trust Jelly, but we should watch it carefully. Construction? Okay, let me get some water first. Okay. You seem to know much about corru's construction, especially with the spire. Was it that you did... What is it that you did before all this? You lived in the research segment with us, right? I did, my friend. In these recent eyes, I have focused upon designing schematics for polygonation towers. This is probably why we have never met. I spent most of my time prospecting for locations, and then preparing polygonation designs. You see, the terrain on this planet is so varied, no one design will do. Oh, and before that, I did help with the growth of the embassy. Not since the eyes when Velzy beheld the bare spire seed, though. Ah, you have been here since the beginning. Ha, hardly. I was here in only the most technical sense. Much of that time was spent waiting or hibernating. Spire construction is not very exciting. Right. Do you have any ideas on what might be happening? They exchange brief glances. I can tell by Karik's slight backwards receptor movement they have truly no idea. But Itzel speaks up. It is a little out there, but I was thinking. So what if there's some sort of rogue echo that has spread across the collective? It would explain the connection to equipment Groundsmindry does not usually reach, and also the hijacking of the core. Still, there's no precedent for any sort of echo malfunction of the scale, so yes, that makes sense. I mean, in fact, an attack on all of us were to be conducted, it would definitely be through the collective. Everything routes through it. It is a single greatest point of failure. Well, there are greater ones, but it is a big one. It is like I said, though. It would only partially explain what is happening. For example, why did the second iteration of the signal affect you more strongly than us? More corru for it to contact? Anyway, that's the best I have for now. I'm sure the grounds manager will give us some real answers. Okay. I'm assuming these guys don't have anything new for me. What do you need? Yeah, there's nothing. Posic? Oh, okay. Points of interest. Is there anything we should watch for here? Any equipment you saw in your recent visit? Tuzik's attention drifts away for a blink. All equipment of particular note is in that troublesome room. That impressor is all that comes to mind. And of course, the large construction golem they were putting together. It will not be a simple foe for us to face. Still, this may not be a full engineering floor, but there are vats we can use for construction, lesser and greater. If there's not much of note to find, then we will need to make our own equipment of note. Okay. But now the problem is I don't know where each room leads. There's 4 rooms. Which is kind of annoying. What if this volcano is gone now? Okay. Okay. Now the question is, will I remember which rooms I've been to? I'll start like on the left and then like go clockwise around. Hopefully I can remember that though. Okay. Well, there's no bad guys here. No bad guys here either. Oh, cave light. Huh? Oh, this is where I came from. Oh, my bad. Okay. Whoops. Okay, yeah, we came from here. Ah, got it. Okay. Let's go to the left. Okay. Another cave light. Now, what is this? Archival sludge. Vibrant and malleable flesh of the archive system, fallen from connected veins over top this tendril. Okay. What is this room? Dull structure. Projection of an organ residing within the dull plane. Connected to what? Nearby terminals broken. Cannot investigate. Oh wow, and then instead of squares, we're on circles now. Okay. An enemy. Okay, great. Okay. Let's fight. There's 3? Well, that's annoying. What? Golem just explodes. Wow. Well, stabs crit is a 10%. That's really low. Oh, and exploding reduces their HP as well. Wow. Okay. That's good to know. No, not the spikes again. Okay, that should be fine. Nice. Okay. What room did I come out from? This one? Echo chamber? No, I didn't read that. Unoccupied scanner for the detailed echo creation. I've never been called upon to partake in one. Perhaps I do not tell enough jokes. Shelf? Someone designed archival shelves sustain. Imagine most are tur. Archival hatch. Entry to a river knowledge blocked by archival. Dang. Okay. Guess I can't really do much here. Oh, here we go. We step into the main hall once again. The ground trembles, a rumble from above. Is it another vein collapse? We back up, ready to escape into the room behind us. No, it was too quick, too quiet, like the directed detonation of a kavruka. Another! The ceiling gives way, letting forth the blood of the spire. At first it is one hole, then it keeps going as parts of an archival vein collapse through the ceiling. An archival golem lands in the sludge, still alive, but is crushed by debris before it can engage us. Then it is quiet, the operation hall lit by the dazzling archival lights. This was another directed destruction. Ooh. We are good. Kavik! He drops down from above, landing atop the sludgy debris with a splat. Oh my god! He's back! Kavik, you're alive! At the first sound, he turns to us with aggression, but it fades instantly. What is that he nearly threw at us? It's such a thin shell. Oh, he is carrying a number of improvised explosives. Akiza! Is everyone alright? When we could not find you above, we thought the worst. I almost run to embrace him for perhaps the first time in our deaths, with the bright lights just from above forcing our eyes to adjust. Uh-oh. It is too late for me to notice what has risen in the darkness behind him. The same archival golem, its hardy fists glimmering as they reach out. Kavik, behind! I activate the time stopper by reflex as I have so many times now, but I do not think any of us can reach him in time. He is there, frozen, staring at me, as a sharpened golem limb sails for his chest. What do we do? Akiza? There is nothing. I do not think there is anything we can do. Even if we all ran, it would be too late. Kavik has a heart-placed mind core. Our connection seems weaker now. Is it still moving? Kavik, I must not let anything go unsaid. Fun friend, we must send him a message. Cue the following, then establish a connection. Akiza, I do not think he will have any time to process. Fun friend, listen now and then do it, no matter what. Kavik, what do I say? How far is it that we have traveled together? From our failures in our lives to our strides in death, you have been there since the beginning. And even with our stumbles and endless fountains of mutual forgiveness, I feel I must apologize again. All of this, it is my fault. How many times have I failed you now? I was afraid, Kavik. No, it is so long ago now. It's my sorrow to be your final thoughts. I cannot let it be this. Your imagination, the boundless joy and energy you found in death. Whatever it is lost in all of this, you are what I will miss most of all. I hope you can find it all again behind Velzy's stage. But I know. Velzy never lets us walk away so easily. We will see each other again. Until then, my friend. This message suffices. There's no time for any more. It will be all the closure I can afford. I flex the nerve of the time stopper again, and I feel shared confusion as it deactivates. The others have no idea what I have done. Aki? He is turning, barely able to complete a syllable before. I turn away and there's a great thud, a squelch, followed by a few other splatters. My receptors are twisted into one another. The sharpest sorrow I have ever known pierces my heart. It will not be long before I have vengeance. Akiza, you... I told you not to go ahead of me. That one was still intact. What? When I turn back, I see that Kavik is staring down at what remains of the golem. Then he brings that stare back up to me, speechless, but most of all unharmed. Behind him is Bosco, who had just dropped down, and smashed the golem before it could. Fun friend, did that message get sent? Yes, Akiza. Sorry, did you not want me to? No, Bosco waves one of his gauntlets to rid it of Viscera. Got it. Still good work. This vein was a clean detonation. Akiza, it is good to see you are still all together. What is the situation? I am unable to respond, locked in shock with Kavik. The tangle of my receptors becomes undone slowly. He is not saying anything. There are no tears within us to be shed in our deathly forms. After the prolonged silence, Bosco glances between me and Kavik, then the others. My eyes break from Kavik, allowing my mind to breathe again. I must say nothing. The Time Stopper has been helping us survive. We're trying to get to the grounds mine to stop all of this madness. But we need weapons and a body for 2 of the mine cores we have saved. This tendril has the weight of what I have just transferred strikes me once more. I truly thought he was gone. Do I simply carry on? Yes, I'll simply talk to him later. That is all. Already the sorrow is fading, regardless. This is one of your cruelest jokes, Velzy. I can hear your cackle. As a number of archival cores and connections we can use to find schematics. After that, we intend to destroy a large golem in the way of an impressor. We can use that to set you and Kavik up with the Time Stopper connectors. I find my heart again, and then we will be unstoppable. Alright. I expect the subtle twist of his receptors whenever he's about to say something clever. He always knows what to say. Like Kazuki, he is practically a Vel at heart. But there is none of that here. A terrible darkness looms over him. We're here to help. Yeah, we'll get through this. Additional party members, Kavik and Bosco, now available. Yay! We got 2 new party members. Yeah, these aren't important. Okay, and we can save. Save. We do need to end stream soon, very soon. But first, yeah, let's put both Kavik and Bosco on the team just so it reminds me to talk to them because I haven't talked to them yet, and I want to know what they do. Okay, Kavik also only has 10 HP like the rest of them. Bosco has 25, so he's like the tank in this team. Yeah, because holy shoot, 25 is a lot. Okay, so Kavik, what can you do? His attack is IED. Throw hastily made minor explosives, chance for a greater explosion. Yeah, 90% chance to hit with a 50% chance to crit. Okay, that's pretty good. So it's literally a coin flip whether he crits or not. However, his attack isn't very good. Because his crit is that it hits all foes for 1 HP. That's not that good. Because it's not that he's dealing more damage, it's that it's spread damage. And it's only 1 HP, which is not a lot. Because all the other enemies, they all have like 20 or like 15 HP. They're all so tanky. So honestly, having IED doesn't seem very good. Okay, and then next he has cover. Oh, he can give people barrier. Okay. +2 barrier to nearby allies. Okay, so he's another type of support. But instead of healing, he gives people shields. Okay. Oh, and then right, he has focus. They all get focus. Oh, Bosco doesn't get focus. His attack is disable. 80% chance to hit. Crit for 40%. That's high as well. Yeah, because everyone else's crit is like 20%. Yeah, 30. 30. Yeah, this one's 40. That's pretty high. Strike at offensive appendage of the target. Attempt to weaken. Yeah, so 2 HP. On crit, he weakens enemies. That's pretty good. So it makes enemies deal half the amount of damage they deal. And it also makes them less likely to crit. That's pretty good. A tank that can debuff? Hell yeah. Guard. Oh, plus 2 turns of redirection. User intercepts incoming damage. Okay, yeah, he really is just the tank of the team. He also gets people to aggro on him. Yo, that's pretty good. And then Shell. Plus 3 turns of Carapace and plus 3 turns of Spikes. What's Carapace? Oh, minus 1 incoming damage. Dang, what the heck? Yeah, and then Spikes returns 50% of the incoming damage to attacker and minimum at least 1. Holy shoot! Hold on, he's pretty good! I feel like the team is probably just Akiza, Bosco, and then Toxic. Right, Akiza's the damage dealer, Bosco's the tank, and Tozic's the healer. Honestly, that just seems like the team. I guess the only downside is there's no one can really buff anyone though. Like we don't actually have a support person that can deal more damage, because that's Gakvu and Milta's job. Gakvu can actually deal double the damage with destabilize, but also take double damage. Milta uses Spy, which it doesn't deal more damage, but it makes crit more likely. And critting usually does more damage. Sometimes it doesn't though. Yeah, Akiza's crit doesn't deal more damage, which is kind of unfortunate. Pretty sure Milta's does deal double damage though. Because I remember attacking someone and it does -4. Although written in the description it doesn't say that it does double damage though. Just says crit just gives people evasion. Man, I'm like need to remember if they actually deal double damage or not. I keep thinking it does, but I feel like it probably doesn't. It'd be nice if it does. Anyways, we can save. And then when we come back, I gotta talk to these two. Oh my god, and Moth wants to talk to us too. Man, there's too many people to talk to. Oh, come on. System, export, okay. Great! Oh, that's... Honestly, we went through a lot. There was so much dialogue. Oh my god, there was so much dialogue. But okay. We shall see you guys tomorrow. Same time as usual. 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So do the time conversion yourself, because I don't know where you live. And yep. We shall continue. I would definitely say at the end, I'll also try to think of like a way to summarize the story. Because like right now, we're kind of figuring out what happened in the in-between. So like when we started the game, we were in the present. And then we were learning information about the past. And then now we're kind of, you know, catching up to the present. Because essentially what's happening in the story is we have a device and it contains memories of the past. And then what happened in the past was aliens visited Earth. But then something happened and now all the aliens have disappeared. And we don't know what happened to those aliens. And so right now we're essentially reliving the aliens' memories to figure out what happened. That's like the easiest way to explain it. Like there are some world building stuff that's here and there. Like, it's not too important, but it does help like establish the entire like world. But that is basically the general plot. We're reliving the memories of an alien to figure out what happened to them on Earth. Okay. Alright. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bring the beats with premium.